everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0. We're outside Stamford Bridge today, Nina, and we were sitting together for this game. What a frustrating game at times, and we can only blame ourselves, but maybe we can give a little bit of credit for Newcastle. But at the end of the day, we could say, we won, and that is the most important thing. And when you look back on the history of football, nobody really goes into the details. They look at the scoreline, they look at the result, and if you won, it was good. If you lost, it was bad. So hopefully we can take some positives.
I'm so happy. What he said. Up the Chelsea, I've lost my voice. I'm so happy. We deserved it tonight. I'm going to try and speak slower because everyone... By the way, your comments are so funny. I loved reading them. I need to stop rapping through my fan cams. But
you're like the female Eminem, the English version.
Yeah, we're going to collab soon. But no, it's just the adrenaline. It's the excitement. You come here every week, and following from how poor things have been last season and this season, you sort of come to every game like, let's hope that we see something new. It's the hope that kills you. And honestly, up until those 4 minutes at a time, it was the hope you were hanging on to. Just score. It looked like one of those games where you didn't know where a goal was coming from, because we had so many more chances than Newcastle in that game, and it just wasn't going in the back of the net. I thought the first 15 minutes we were in control of the game. Things were happening. Newcastle looked like they were just ready to sit back and sort of let us play our open game, and Gallagher hit the bar, didn't he? Sterling had a few shots, but it was either too sort of weak at the keeper or just kind of wide, and it was so frustrating. But when Enzo came off, I thought things kind of brightened up, and not because he was bad or anything, but I think Jackson was a bit more effective when he was a bit deeper, wasn't he? Because he gravitates towards the wing so much that he almost is better when he holds up the ball, comes from deep, and has other players around him. Otherwise, he's so isolated, and it is hard with Newcastle's defensive line to be able to pick up the ball and create some space for yourself to shoot. It always kind of has to be a first-time finish, and we know that Jackson isn't very good at doing that. Sterling as well had a couple chances where he could have put the ball away, didn't do it though, and then at half-time we came on and we saw that Malo Gusto came on as a left-back, and I thought, we've got Ian Maatsen, who we've seen play there, a full-back on the pitch. I thought a lot of our game was inhibited from the fact that we have Disasi and Levi Colwill, who just naturally can't really overlap, can they? Because it's not their job. It's one thing to be young and inexperienced, but it's another thing to be young and inexperienced and be played out of position. Do you know what I mean? So I think what should have actually happened was Ian Maatsen should have come on as left back. Malo Gusto should have come on as right back. Not that he was bad as left back. I thought he was brilliant, but we were almost kind of one man down with that right hand side where Disasi just wasn't offering much on the right hand side. When Malo Gusto was there, he was creating much more. He crosses the ball much better, and you really see when you've got fullbacks there, you can get so much more out of your game. So things were happening.
What do you think the reasoning was behind bringing on Malo Gusto and then playing him as a left back?
I don't know. I think, did he just want to keep Disasi on? Does he not like Ian Maatsen? I know he's not his most favourite player, and he probably doesn't think that Maatsen's got a future at Chelsea, so why would he try and fit him in the system? Maybe that's the justification, but what a super sub. Mykhailo Mudryk, I've been advocating for him to get game time since January, so I've got the licence to praise him tonight, unlike I know a lot of other fans have been very critical of him, but you only reward him with game time. You only reward him with giving him responsibility to take a penalty in a penalty shootout. Alex, if you'd asked me before the game who I'd pick 5 players to take a penalty, I would have only told you 3. Palmer, Enzo if he was on the pitch, maybe Nkunku if he was there, but who else? But Mykhailo Mudryk stepped up big time tonight, and when you couldn't see where the goal came from, he seized the opportunity. I'm so happy he followed up on that mistake and put it at the back of the net, and there you go, it's level. Everything we'd been waiting for in that game. I would have been so frustrated if Newcastle had gotten away with that, because we gifted them that goal. A moment of miscommunication in defence, Badiashile trying to pass it back, losing his balance, and punished. Wilson puts it away.
Absolutely, but people would argue that they gifted us the goal, but that's not the point. The point is we pushed forward, we made changes, and the changes worked.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think what I really liked is the mentality was there as well. We wanted it. We weren't so frustrated with the fact that it wasn't happening. We kept trying. At times balls were getting whipped in and we were passing it back, and it's like, boys, come on, you're not got level here right now. You're chasing that leveler, and it needs to be, every ball needs to be in there. More bodies in the box. This is something we really need to work with. A lot of the time we're very standoffish from the penalty area. Everyone on the outskirts, nobody trying to make that run in behind because it's fear, especially when we are trying not to concede as well. I've noticed is we'll sort of hang around the outskirts, maybe whip a ball in, maybe someone will make a run, but then we'll track back as well. But I was really happy with what I saw. And Thiago Silva, can I just take a moment to praise the man, because so many people have been coming at me telling me, oh, 39-year-old needs to be dropped, he shouldn't be getting any more game time, this and that, and sell him. And Thiago Silva was our best defender tonight. So everyone telling me that we need those younger players to get more game time over him, no, don't want to sell or get rid of your last experience that you have in this squad. How many interceptions did he make? He also made long forward passes as well into the box to our forwards. How are you telling me that this player shouldn't be starting? So take a bow, Thiago Silva. I'm so pleased for him. And when we saw the inconsistencies of some of our other defenders tonight, like Levi Colwell gave a few balls away, Badiashile obviously with that mistake, the Sassy struggling as a fullback, you need Thiago Silva in there. Who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have been as less of a scoreline as it was if he hadn't been in there tonight. But yeah, overall really great. I thought mentality was there, and this game was ours to win tonight.
If you could extend Thiago Silva's contract for a further season, would you?
Look, I know I'm not stupid. I know that he's going to be on a decline. He's not going to get better at football. I'm aware of that. But looking at it from a beyond footballing perspective, that his experience and his leadership is exerted on the pitch when he is there, that is valuable still. And we need that. Until some players that are experienced can come in, if we're going to get some, until that transition can be a bit smoother, I don't want to get rid of that, because he is a captain without the captain armband. And like I said, I know we shouldn't be maybe extending his contract, but the fact that he's there and he's sort of easing in these young centre-backs to hopefully take in and follow his footsteps, I still think he's the best that you can have in that back line. But yeah, overall, really, really great. Really pleased seeing Nkunku back as well. I mean, you saw what it did for the crowd as well. We've needed that at Stamford Bridge, to lift us and to sort of, yeah, just really bring the faith back. And this is a player that we're all so excited to see. He's got so much to show. We're yet to see what he can do in the Premier League as well. And yeah, we've placed a lot of pressure on him, made him the main character, but that's really what we brought him in for, to have those moments of magic, to create, to do this. And oh my God, by the way, can I just mention, since when can we score worldy penalties? Because why can we not score from open play, but everyone's smashing in like the greatest penalties I've seen us taken? Obviously Pochettino was doing penalty shootouts, fair enough. And yeah, Petrovic, star of the show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what do you think about Petrovic based on what you've seen? Because I know you're not very keen on Sanchez.
Yeah, look, it's not necessarily that I don't like Sanchez, I'm just not bought by it. I still have trust issues with him, and rightfully so, but you can still prove me wrong. Obviously I wouldn't say instantly maybe drop Sanchez for Petrovic, which we haven't seen enough. Sheffield, I don't think he was tested really enough to see how he deals with shots from open play, what his shot stopping is like. Distribution seems to be better though. I like the fact that he doesn't really gamble with the ball in his feet. He just gets rid of it when he does feel pressure. Sanchez at times is doing too much with his feet, and often we kind of have that gasp for air. But look, today, great save, and even with, I think it was Wilson's goal, he knew where it was going. He just obviously didn't manage to save it, but he read where it was going, and clearly really intelligent in a penalty shootout, it seems. But yeah, obviously saving that last one, really important.
How do you see things going against Wolves? I mean, we've only got a couple of games left in December. It's not been as bad as potentially it could have been, because we've had worse Decembers from Chelsea standards. I mean, can you see us getting a result on Christmas Eve?
I hope so. What is it, Christmas magic? Look, again, this is a cup game. Premier League, we know we've struggled, and I hope we can take some self-esteem though. We knocked out Newcastle tonight. We didn't do well against them when we played them away in the league, and we've struggled in the league. And look, I think we can take some confidence. Hopefully Poch can start and reward these players tonight that did make a difference with some game time. I wouldn't condemn that too much, but I really would like us to see and pick up results now in the Premier League. I love the fact that that we're going through in this cup. I think this cup is now our European trophy this season. You know, we should be 100% taking it seriously. You know, we've got less strong opposition left in the cup. You know, obviously you still got Liverpool to play West Ham tomorrow, but you know, if the odds are in our favour, we can genuinely get something out of it. And if this young squad can get their hands on that winning feeling of winning together collectively, that is a massive stepping stone forward in the right direction.